2016 Ram 1500 with a 3.6 liter doing a water pump today. So far, this is your throttle body. Took the clamp off there. Sensor unclips right there. Clamp off right there. From airbox right there. That's your start. We put a 3/8 ratchet right here in the tensioner. Turn to the left. Takes your belt tension off. Grab your belt. Set it to the side. This hose right up here, it routes right down to here. Just took the clamp off and pulled it off. Letting it drain, then we'll take the clamp off the big hose and take it off of there. This is a really easy water pump to do. We orient our water pump like this. That's the way it's facing on the engine. There's our two hoses. We just go around and take all those bolts off. Keep track of where they are because they're not all the same. Those bolts I was talking about, just look down and you can see they're pretty much all fairly easily accessible. We got the idler pulley, covers up the water pump a little bit. So we got our water pump bolts going around there. So this idler pulley is a 13 millimeter. I already cracked it free. Now it's almost off. There we go. All right, now we go around our whole water pump with, I believe those are 10 and 13 millimeter bolts, and start taking them all out after we get that bottom hose off. All the bolts out. This one's a 16 mil. That's where your idler pulley goes. That's why there's no bolt there. Keep all your bolts, boom, so you know where they go. And this water pump is ready to pull out. It'll give you a little bit of resistance. Give it the old wiggle jiggle, breaking the gasket free. And there we are. We got our gasket there. We got to take that off. Clean the surface with a brass wire brush or a gasket cleaner tool. Just make sure your mating surface is clean. And looks like we won't have to do much cleaning here. Here's our gasket peeling off. Ooh, it is stuck to there. Ugh. You can see not too much corrosion. We'll go ahead and hit it with the old gasket cleaning disc and get that all prepped up. You'll see this this gasket, no RTV or anything needed. It's a metal gasket with the rubber. Here's our new one here, and that little bit of rubber seals the water pump. Nice and clean on our sealing surfaces everywhere except for right here. This rubber is cooked onto there. You could actually scrape it with a blade. And it's cooked on there so good. I don't want to gouge the aluminum with a blade. Two 10 millimeter bolts on this little doohickey, and it gets out of your way so that we can actually get a gasket remover disc on it. Some of this old rubber was really cooked into the metal. New pump going back in. This gives 1.5 hours labor, by the way, if you guys were interested. Nice new shiner water pump on there. Changed the thermostat at the same time. It's only like a $20 thermostat, and recommended with water pump. Two 10 millimeter bolts there and there. Clamp right there. Nothing to it. Haven't put the idler back on yet, but that's fine. We'll do that last. Make sure you get all your water pump bolts tight. Bolted that back up, and we'll have to put the belt back on, fill it up with coolant. After we fill it up with coolant, we will heat it up, let it completely cool off, top off the coolant, heat it up again, let it completely cool off, check the coolant, and it should be good to go.